Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Got some news going on. Let's see what we got. All right, see over here. Oh boy. All right. So it says here, deaf rappers who lay down rhymes in sign language are challenging what it means for music to be heard. Can you even rhyme in sign language? What the what, does this rhyme with that? Like what? How do you rhyme with no sound? Oh, that's not even possible, right? By definition, that's not possible. Lay down rhymes in sign language, a deaf rapper. How are you redefining what it means to be music for music to be heard? Music, if it's not heard, it's not music. That's something else. There's already a name for the thing that you're doing. You can't just do something different and then call it something else. It's not music. There's already a word for that. It's called dancing. what what the hell does oh my god. All right, let's get into this. See what people are talking about. Oh my god. She's really out here throwing up gang signs. There's even a music video. Definitely lit. At least you have a sense of humor about it. Oh my god. Look at the people in the back trying to jam like they're hearing something. They know lyrics. Uh, in April 2023, DJ Super Lee hosted Superfest Reunion 2023 to celebrate entertainers and promoters with the US deaf community. Was that like 200 people? The event included performances by R&B artist and rapper Show Rock, female rapper Beautiful the Artist, the group Sunshine 2.0. I don't know any of these people. DJs Keo and Hear No Evil. Okay. All right. As well as ASL. Why is there no link? Why is there no link on ASL is okay. ASL performer and rapper and former rapper Polar Bear. Yeah, no link on Polar Bear. Who now goes by he now goes by Red Menace. Okay. All right. So there's no link on Polar Bear because he's no longer Polar Bear. The rapper formerly known as Polar Bear, recently known as Red Menace. It's like superhero names. Well, super villains, I guess. Many of these artists, activists, and entrepreneurs have contributed to an ever-growing hip-hop scene within the deaf community. Of course, deaf people deserve to hear some sick beats and some lyrical finger movements. I don't, which includes a subgenre of rap known as dip hop, as in deaf hip hop. This is asinine. As hip hop reaches its 50th anniversary, 5 decades of its cultural impact reverberates in mainstream and underground settings. What originated in the Bronx can now be found all over the world, taking on new forms as it evolved in the diversity of spaces, places, things, verbs. Listen, I don't need a goddamn history lesson on hip hop. Dip hop is one of the many styles of rap that have developed over the years, but it stands apart from other genres of hip hop music because rappers lay down rhymes in sign language. Sign language. I keep saying sigh. Sign language, languages. Isn't there only like 2 different sign languages? And craft music informed by their cultural experiences within the deaf community. Craft music informed by the cultural experiences. What's a cultural experience? Being deaf isn't a culture. It's just a condition. People have lost their minds. I mean, it's one thing to be different and not one to be alone, but like a culture? Is it that lonely being deaf? I guess I never knew. The birth of a musical movement as an ethnomusicologist? The fuck? Ethnomusicologist. So you study different ethnic musics? I, I've followed the development of dip hop since 2011, documenting how rappers have pioneered this art form while introducing outsiders like myself to deaf culture. Deaf culture. There's a link. I'm not clicking it. In 2005, the rapper Warren Wawa Snipe came up with the term dip hop in ASL. Oh, now there's a link for ASL and English. Was it American Sign Language? American Sign Language, right? I think there's American Sign Language, and then what is it like? New Zealand Sign Language, something like that. No, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there was only like two of them. And English to classify a developing style of rap music within the deaf community. While artists of this style identify their music in different ways, doesn't matter how they identify it, they ain't making much money. There's not many deaf people. Some use labels like def rap, def hip hop, and sign rap. The designation dip hop goes beyond adding a qualifier to the broader musical genre of rap. Instead, it signals an independent style grounded in both hip hop and deaf culture, like bounce and bounce, trap, and drill. Was there no link for trap? Too much trapping? The label dip hop makes, there's a label? That's why he called it dip hop? Because he created a label called dip hop? Makes a greater distinction from being, oh, it just meant the name, not an actual label. Okay. From being a variation of rap to a style that is heavily situated within deaf culture and determined by deaf aesthetics. Well, they already had a bunch of different names for the same thing. So I don't know what groundbreaking thing dip hop did. It's just a play on hip hop. Sign Kid, feel the beat. Well, that's the only thing you can do is feel the beat. Oh, I'm a terrible person. Anyways, in many ways, dip hop has followed a trajectory not unlike hip hop. In the late 1990s and the early 2000s, deaf DJs and entertainment entrepreneurs organized DIY parties, nightlife events, and social gatherings. These venues provided opportunities for rappers, DJs, dancers, and artists to begin to develop and explore their own style of hip hop and connect with other rappers and DJs. Cities with deaf schools serve as cultural hubs for musical networking. Yeah, well, you gotta go where deaf people are. They ain't gonna come to you. In Washington, D.C. and the National Technical Institute for the Deaf, National Technical Institute, in Rochester, New York, have acted as significant sites of production within the U.S. by connecting deaf and hard of hearing students from all over the world. Additionally, greater access to recording technology, video streaming sites, and social media. Recording, you just need video because sound is not. Social media have given deaf artists tools to create music and connect with other artists and fans. How do they make beats? The many forms of dip hop, while the incorporation of sign language is a fundamental element of dip hop and remains at the forefront of defining the style, dip hop extends far beyond crafting original rap songs in sign language. What else do they do? It involves musical expression that shapes through the deaf culture's lens, songs that reorient mainstream notions of what can be considered music. You just said nothing. You just used a whole sentence to say nothing. At the same time, every artist has their own. You're not going to explain that nonsense you just dribbled on about? Again, taking different range of different forms and structures. What are they? For example, some dip hop artists work with both oral and manual languages to make their music accessible to hearing people. Hearing people also can see. So the fuck? Uh, there are those who perform in both languages simultaneously and others who pre-record their vocal track, which plays in the background as they rap in sign language. Oh God. A deaf person doing vocals? It's a tragedy. Some artists collaborate with interpreters in Vergus Mitch Niche. Artist Deaf Cat Knight. Deaf Cat Knight raps in German Sign Language. Of course, it's German. Vergus Mitch Niche. Yeah, yeah, yeah. While the lyrics are interpreted orally in German. I guess, maybe German rapping sounds better in sign language. I don't know. Then there are those who collaborate with hearing or deaf DJs, breaking barrels. Okay, featuring Deaf Star. It's like their whole community is just a bunch of puns on deaf. They gotta have a sense of humor. That's just crazy. It's just one of the many collaborations between Wawa and DJ Nika. All right, my Nika. Performances can also involve musical instruments. Sean Phobes, for example, performs with the live band while also rapping in ASL and English, an approach seen in his music video called Calm Like a Bomb. Alternatively, there are rappers who create music for deaf audiences solely, rap in sign languages. These songs, however, may still have auditory components, which often consist of artists composing their own beats or raising the volume of previously recorded songs to rap over. What's that? Raising the volume. Okay. Huh. Dip hop, like many styles of music, comes to life through live performances. Yeah, yeah, they need to see it. Artists may move across the stage with their hands flying through the air as audiences pulse to the rhythm of blasting beat. Yeah, they're dancing. It's called dancing. Some artists further immerse their audiences in the musical experience by using specialized instruments and equipment such as subwoofers, objects that can conduct vibrations like balloons, or new forms of haptic technology, which refers to wearables such as vests that channel sound vibrations. Wow. Wow. A deaf concert has got to be way more annoying than a regular concert. So much noise. Some artists also incorporate visuals into their performances through the use of video screens and sound-activated lights. The lights can hear. The lights can hear. Breaking into the mainstream, dip hop artists have struggled to be acknowledged as musicians in their own right, to have their artistry be the focus of attention. For who? There's not enough deaf people to make you popular. Sorry. Rather than the fact that they're deaf or hard of hearing. That's their whole identity. What? That's starting to change. How the hell you go mainstream? In 2009, Finnish rapper Marco Signmark, that's a long time ago, 2009. Signmark Vorihimo, the Finnish are fiending with that language, man. Signed a record deal with Warner Music Finland. I didn't even know that existed, and released Smells Like Victory and Speakerbox that same year. It's all in English. Oh, well, he's deaf. This marked the first time in history a deaf artist was signed to a major record label. The following year, Detroit-based rapper and National Technical Institute for the Deaf alumnus graduated from being deaf. Sean Forbes signed a contract with WEB Entertainment. Was it Warner something? And released the single I'm Deaf. Well, I've become deaf, attracting mainstream attention to this style of rap. I get it, man. You can't hear. You don't have to do that deaf and loud. And through the, I can't believe he called it I'm Deaf. And through the support of the deaf community, hearing allies, and fans, Forbes' EP Little Victories reached #1 in the hip hop category on iTunes, made it to the top 200 Billboard chart in 2020. Following year, Wawa's single Loud was a top 20 dance track on iTunes in 2022. Forbes and Wawa made history again as the first ASL performers at Super Bowl halftime show. That was very quiet Super Bowl. Sub Beautiful People. In sign of the times, Wawa raps sup. There's slang and sign language. Sup, beautiful people. I am the god pop of dip hop. Deaf eyes through hip hop with signs for your eyes, blow your mind, and it won't stop. As dip hop evolves, it continues to push the boundaries of convention. It's just like a promo for the style of music in his rap. Well, I mean, a lot of regular rap songs are just promo for freaking Italian brands and sports cars and shit. So whatever. In the spirit of hip hop, dip hop rebels both musically and socially against cultural norms, breaking the mold and expanding possibilities for musical artistry. That was a speech or a rap? Through their performances, dip hop artists not only subvert preconceived notions of music, but also deaf culture and deafness, changing what it means music to be heard. Okay, that's just the title of the thing. Anyways, well, that was very interesting. I've learned a lot. And mostly that I'm an asshole. Until next time.